And welcome back, everybody. We are here playing more of Final Fantasy XIV, and we have been doing some work offline, including a couple of places where now got some new threads for Juliana, which turns her into kind of a cross between Reno from the Turks and a old-school light warrior. Yes, she's definitely rocking that drip, and I gotta say, I low-key want to cosplay. I actually think it's a great choice. Anyway, enough mithering from me. Good evening, welcome back. We are here playing more of this game, and we need to get all the way over to this part to continue the main quest. So let's spend 206 gil, just so we can warp over there quite quickly. I do like the teleport casting, where you float on it, and then off you go. We do have enough cash to spend 200 odd gil on a fast travel, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to find out more about this mysterious new quest for the Scions of the 7th Dawn, which means we're going back this way. So let's get our skates on, let's go running. Just because we can. Whee! So I've been looking into this game offline, you know, for out of curiosity, what's the difference between having a paid subscription and none? And all the people said, play through the main games you can for free first. Even if there are perks, apparently you're better off not doing it. So if you are interested and inspired by this playthrough for whatever reason to play this game, you can play it for free right now. The demo version is probably the biggest demo you'll ever see, and you can play it for literally hundreds, if not thousands of hours before you even need to pay. How Square make any money on it, you tell me, but that's not my duty, it's theirs. So I'm currently playing through as a pugilist, but I am level 44, meaning at some point I should be able to change my class up to another level. However, apparently I need something and I've not got access to it yet, so let's find this mysterious quest somewhere here in Vesper Bay. You're here somewhere. Where are you? I get the feeling they might be inside this building. Well, let's just quickly check here. Notice the ferry ticketer. Right, let's go inside the building first. They might tell me I need to get a ferry somewhere in particular. No. Interesting. Where's the marker? Let's go to the Waking Sands, in which case, we'll go down here. Oh, hang on, I wonder if it's in here. Ah, there we are. Tataru. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Trollolololololololololololololol. The fact that the game's trolling me quite literally there. Trollololololololol. Devs, what are you doing? Ah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Juliana explains why she's here. Here at the behest of Fancred? My sister's apologies. May I please have your name? Look at that low-res book there. Juliana Van Horn. Juliana Van... Ah, here you are. Ahem. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the 7th Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the scholar. I shall let her know to expect you. Okay, so we've gone to the Waking Sands, and I'm guessing we've now got to go further down. Or do we? The fact that it's loading tells me something's going to be happening here. No, it's just loading another area. Right, okay. Ah, there we are, the Shion of the 7th Dawn. I take it you are Juliana Van Horn. Satar has sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia's request eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Excellent, and we have all these and things that we don't really want, so we'll just take those instead. And we also get Vesper Bay Aetherite tickets as well.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
Ah, no voice acting needed. Cool.
Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
So they call it Scions, not Shions. Okay.
I have awaited your coming.
Well, I fit in here with all the goggles, don't I?
Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
Design-wise, she's kind of got a cross between Quistis and Lulu. I'm seeing elements of both of those characters. Final Fantasy sticking to their well-versed stylings here with this one. Ah, look who it isn't.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time.
All will be revealed.
First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the 7th Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals.
Okay, carry on.
Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose.
Just kill them.
Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent.
You mean being a protagonist?
This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
Yeah, on a Friday evening after having far too many shots of tequila. Oh wait, that's about 20 years ago.
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Back when I was on anti-anxiety meds about 15 years ago, and I don't want to go back there, thank you very much.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo.
No, I'm not going to be childish. I'm not going to repeat what she says for a cheap joke.
The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past.
And then she does it for me. Terrific.
You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events.
So we're poltergeists. Cool.
For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words.
Okay.
In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose.
Well, that's because great power comes great responsibility. Check out Chris JT1985's YouTube channel and Twitch TV for more of that, because he's doing all the Spider-Man games on PlayStation 5 right now.
That's right. I too possess the Echo.
Gee, whatever gave that away?
With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace.
So the Primals are the reason the world's not at peace, not the selfish desires of mankind or anything else? Okay.
Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent.
Oh, I appreciate the DEI approach, though. It's nice to see more inclusivity. Doesn't matter what race you are, doesn't matter what language you speak, what creed you are. If you've got the power, step up to the plate. I like that. Make
no mistake. The Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it?
Ah, well, now we're going down the rabbit hole of all the things involving martial arts or codes of honor and conduct, and yeah, well, let's stop there before this derails into something else.
And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Now, if I was playing SMT, I'd be doing everything I could to say no to get neutrality points, but I don't believe there's such a system here in Final Fantasy XIV. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Yeah, hide the asset from view so you don't have to render it. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement. But believe me, when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good regardless. The greater good, the greater good. Shut it! Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose, and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach each other when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. That's not a password, Wild Rose. A password should have a special character, no repeat letters, numbers, lowercase, uppercase, and be at least 16 characters long. Yeah, so it says helpful NPCs are going to be hired by players carry out such tasks as storing access skill and gear, or selling unwanted items on the markets. They may also be sent on field adventures. A contract of service can be drafted by Fridwib in Limsalmunsa, Parnell in Gridania, Chachchibi in Uldar, and Prunila in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kogane. Okay, cool. And that now allows us actually, we got 12,500 experience points for that. That was the easiest experience gain in the world. So it looks like we've got, yeah, a Wild Rose is the main name, and we've also got all these ongoing quests to do at some point. But for now, let's talk with Minfilia. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find the lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Juliana. Yep. Let's accept it. Move the story forward.
I take it you will help us.
I think my voice is very different to hers, but that's just the way it is.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, Does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard.
Keep talking, because I don't know what you're on about.
The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Oh my god. Hello there!
Welcome.
That voice and that monocle is giving me very Chadley vibes from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
Whereas that's an attempt at almost a Riku kind of voice.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
We've met.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team. Very well spoken,
I
man.
never doubted that you'd come. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
I've seen that name before. I don't know if I've already interacted with her.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
And that is the end of that. Seriously, give me vibes of it, and that is all we have to say about that.
The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
I like your goggles, though. They seem very familiar. We have similar tastes in
At the Battle
eyewear.
of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
My voice wasn't far out for her, actually. I'm quite surprised.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family.
Oh, no. Any workplace that says we're like family, run. Biggest red flag in the world.
But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
They arrived but recently. He sounds so bored.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence.
No, there's no such thing as a coincidence.
Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emoja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit.
I need Ifrit! Yes, if you played Final Fantasy 16, you'll be more than familiar with that.
If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
Well, we've literally been thrown into the fire on this. We're commanding on the first day on the job.
You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Yep, we've worked well together before.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Oh, God. Ugh. So, quest accepted. A wild rose by any other name. And what we now need to do is, well, talk with Thancred first. So let's have a chat with him. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit, and see that he gives us his full cooperation. And then Thancred just walks away, because of course he does. Right, so we need to get out to the main area, so let's back out of here. So this is the first of the quests for this new line. Going back to my point, by the way, about playing this game, at the moment, the level cap for 3 players is level 90. It's been upped, and there's a big experience boost for everyone below level 90. You get a lot of experience. So if you are interested in checking this game out, it's one of the better times to do it, because you actually get a load of help. Right, so we need to get to Camp Drybone, which is in Eastern Fanalan. And we're all... Don't do that. Yeah, so we need to basically get all the way across to the other side. So, what we're best off doing here. That's 320 gil, that's 190, that's unattuned, that's unattuned. We'll just spend the money. There's no point turning this into a walking simulator. We can make money quickly in battle, so we might as well do it this way. And I'll tell you what, you do get a lot of experience from dungeons. I did one offline with a few people, but randomly. And I just got a group with them when I said I'm interested in leveling. They're not kidding. You level quickly. Aye, I'm Isambard. Here's a search for a missing fork, I take it. Minfilia sent word about an adventurer fitting your description will be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amagia. Seems like we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look for me for leadership. You have my word, I'll do all I can to help see victims return safely. Ooh, Glamour Dispeller. Okay, removes dies and some money. There we go, that's another 12,000 experience. So that was easy. Right, here we go again. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in this. You'll do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but the light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the church of Santa Dama Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch the scent. but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You'll find them on the Eastern Road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Okay then, so... Set on the Eastern Road, and I think that's the one. Yeah, so... Nope, that's the tavern. We don't want to go that way. Ah, hold on. I reckon we head out of town. Just let me leave town. I just want to go somewhere. Right, I think this will do it. Up the top, up the hill. And then back on ourselves towards the area. Let's speed up. Right, so we need to retrieve 3 ripe corpses. I get the feeling we're going to get attacked the moment we try and do this. Yeah, called it. I'll pick up the phone now, people. Oh, well, that was easy. Next. I might be a little over-leveled. They were level 12. I'm level 44. There wasn't much of a threat there. So I'll carry 3 corpses on my back. Game's like, you're way too high level for this point. And I'm like, well, you gave me the experience boost. That's on you, mate, not on me. Right, let's not jump down there, because if we do, we'll take serious fall damage. So we can take a shortcut here, because that's not going to hurt us. Yes, Camp Drybone. Look how wet the weather is. That name's a complete and utter lie. It's Camp Drybone. No, it's not. It's sideways fucking rain. That's not dry. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yes, here. Have the corpses. With the bodies back to get given back to the property of the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You did a noble deed this day, I thank you. Now then, what are the Amalja? You just see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal the presence, much less take their quarry unaware. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there's more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party will not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total's too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travellers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Either way, I'll take the 12,000 experience, thank you very much. And that puts us very close to a level up already. So this time we get multiple options, but the bronze pieces are what we'll be taking as our reward when we get the chance. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There's a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. The hard wager is at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Okay, so let's go to the pub. You can tell it's a tavern because this guy's outside chucking his guts up. I've had too much to drink. Why won't the door open? Yeah, he's completely off his tree. He's no idea who he is. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Uldar. What in 7 hells do you want with me now? dear friend. Missing people, please. Yours isn't bad. Folk around here is wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labour out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Okay. Speak with the common folk. And I didn't threaten you. I beat you up for taking advantage of an innocent person. There's a difference. That wasn't a threat. That was a beating. And you deserved it. Please, miss. Just leave me be. And then there's devious derelict. Nothing to say about this. They'll take who, or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. Well, thus far we're not seeing much here. Petrified pauper. In today's stream, we see examples of alliteration. Write that down. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Well, I've certainly earned a reputation, haven't I? Everyone's terrified of me. But it's all thanks to you, Ungust. You said I threatened you and I'm dangerous. But you're wrong. I didn't threaten you. I'm not questioning that I'm dangerous. I'm not accusing you of anything with that. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted. If you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly costing old soul, if you know what I'm saying. That seems too easy. There's no way that's the answer. Doesn't make sense. Welcome back, Juliana. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Always nice to hear that celebration music of a level up. So let's keep going. A proper burial. Again, they're no use to me whatsoever, but the coins will be. If you want to know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we're no better place than to ask at the church of Saint Diama Landama. It's a small and humble church down to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be born to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquez. He tends the graves in a lich yard. He'll tell you where the body's to be interred. So, a body has been discovered! Well, or in this case, a body has been delivered! So let's go to the church in the northwest, which appears to be up here according to that. Yep, indeed we are. I'm slowly getting used to the mapping, people. I'm slowly getting used to playing the game. Oh well, this is a small church now. And there he is, Marquez. Perfect. I am Marquez, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologise, miss. If you seek a place of burial, there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the bath and lead him to rest there. So I need to go to the top of the ridge, apparently. Now all I need is a way up the ridge. Hold on. There's a map. There's a marked path on the map in the corner. I can see it there. Yeah, the colours kind of didn't make it obvious. Either that or I'm just blind. What? Not really. You just reach into your pockets and throw a body down. Look at the state of that. She's literally just pulled that out, literally from her arse. Now I've got to bury the corpse. I mean, it's efficient, I'll give it that much. It's an efficient way, but... a bit surgical, really, but what can I say? May the old walk in Foul's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arsene can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Arsene within the church walls. Okay, let's find Sister Arsene, who is... there. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing dry-bone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak with their keeper, Foul, I am the medium through which they do so. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share all the information I have with you. I only wish Marquess would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behaviour ill befits the Church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offence at his conduct. I must have words with Marquess, and soon. Interesting. Thancred, didn't like him. What does Thancred know about all this, then? That's what we need to find out next, people. I thought there might be a way down the stairs there, but nope. It just leads to a... not a dead end as such, but a sealed place where we can't go any further. Proper cutscene this time. Thank you, Juliana. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Juliana? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good Sister Arsene herself. Arsene? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. And you'd be wise to keep an eye to this, Rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face somewhere else before. Yes, it seems that the priestess herself may well be the culprit. So for the children is the next one. Sister Alison, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it's not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she's fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Juliana, and see if you cannot glean something for him about our son's activities. So we're going to go to the Golden Bazaar, which is... it's north of Drybone. So, with that in mind, let's get on the road. Let's speed up. Let's say I do apologise for the notifications there. I think someone was trying to message me about something. And now's not the time for that because I'm currently, well, as you can quite clearly see, recording. Apparently I've joined the Fate, but there's only 3 minutes left of it and I've not got the time at the moment, so I'm going this way. Yes, I'm 6 levels or more above the level for the Fate. There's not much point in me doing it. So this is the Golden Bazaar. Now, where's this kid hiding? There they are, uncombed urchin. Please help! Sister Alison went out on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her! Okay, so it seems that she's gone on her own and might be in danger. Well, we need to get access to... Oh. Right, okay, I see a surrounded area. And she's down on her own at the moment. You were the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. It's interesting that Thancred doesn't trust her. Yet, all the actions there seem to be rather altruistic. Yes, we're going over the hills and straight on. We're not messing around here. Hey. Bemaya Trogus Nanny. That's an interesting name. Alright, so what Isenbar has to say here. Sister Arson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Godsforth, then. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. No, it's more likely to be the grave guy. And again, we got gear that's not as good as what we got, so we'll go for the main experience and the money. I'm well glad I reserved that inn for Sister Alson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she's expected to make a full recovery. We're now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word you'll be waiting at the Amjala encampment to the southeast. I prayed to you able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Okay. So we're going to go off to the southeast. And I don't believe there's a way out there, so we'll go this way. I love those visions of the crystals. That's awesome. Yes, if you'd have asked me a year ago, would I ever play an MMO, the answer would be no. Every single time. Yeah, I've really enjoyed playing this game. I thought I'd give it a try, just because it was free. And there's a lot of things I liked about it. When I was on the dungeon raid, for example, we had a situation where the enemy cast Doom on us. And Doom in this game happened very, very quickly. Got a message in the chat saying, right, we'll do this over. If it happens again, look out for these little pedestals. You stand on those, it gets rid of the spell. I'm like, what, you're not calling me a dumb noob? You're actually giving me help to survive? What trickery is this? Ah, there you are, Juliana. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Auerson. Isenbard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Auerson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amjala caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but... well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you. Dear Juliana, would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Would you kindly take a look inside? Maybe my suspicions of you aren't so misplaced. If you know, you know. Let's go deep inside. See if they attack me first. Well, they haven't attacked me, so they've just let me walk in, look at the scroll and get out. Did they see my my weapons and go, she's a fighter, leave her alone, she's one of us? I doubt it, but you never know. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet. See the wealth of the Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though. Atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nardfall seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Auerson makes of it. So, we now need to go back to the town. I could spend forever fighting random demons and hoping to get experience. Or I could just keep doing fetch quests and getting experience hand over fist. It's like, you get EXP, and 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 you get EXP. And I'm like, no, give me the EXP. Give me the EXP. Give me all the EXP. I'm not sharing it. I want to be level 90 right now. I'm guessing it's going to be in here. Where are you, Allison? You can't hide forever. Where did you go, Allison? She's right there, that's where she is. My savior comes again. So what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? More than likely. The plot thickens, Juliana. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Juliana. I shall keep my eyes and ears open, now more than ever. Yep, 13,000 experience. I will have that. And Isambard wants to help identify and apprehend the false priest. Cutscene time. I'm afraid I've not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Juliana and me serve by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It'll be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments of the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, as long as you don't mind the sun stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Juliana, so as to lay foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Look at those defense drops. Well, I've got no choice but to equip it for now. Right, excellent. That's all I have to drop. Oh, I need more. No, it's not. I need more. Right, that's done it. Okay. She doesn't look that weathered, does she? She doesn't look much of a beggar to me. I won't be fooled. Please, sir, may I have it? Yeah? And you are? Heh, another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither worked nor coin for your like. Be gone! And see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. In other words, get out. I preach the teachings of Isambard, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Oh. I missed the second part of the conversation. Apologies, people. That was a mistake. Sorry. Wonder if they're inside the bar. Yeah, here we go. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now, get out of here so I can finish my story. I feel about as welcome as a Conservative MP on a picket line. Greetings, good madame. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Oh, wow. Yes, our gear is very expensive. But not to worry. There's plenty of room in the poorhouse for you. Go away. Wonder if they're up on top and then back on ourselves. Because it looked like I was right on top of the icon and no one was there then. Unless it's in that little house down here. Yeah, it is. It's here. What is it? Gods, not again! Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Juliana. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn the poor of a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place. Rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there, and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. In other words, I can't upgrade my gear, which is very annoying. I didn't mean to do that. Put them away. I didn't mean to bring my weapons out. That'd be bad. Right, yeah, so we need to head up to the top. Let's get running. See this quest line through would be a good way for us to wrap things up, I think. Be ideal. And I'd say for those of you who've been checking out these videos, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's not a series I expected to do, and the fact that a few of you have been checking it out is awesome. And of course, please drop any comments in there on ways you think I can improve it. Perhaps you want me to do different lengths, maybe. You might want me to try and do some... however it is. And if it's in reason, if it's something I can do, we'll see if we can make it happen. Ah, there's Fancred, and he is actually in his gear. That's good news. A fine morning for us catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Juliana. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live, no way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldfal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me! Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar. Raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amjala raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm, and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. So I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amjala in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nanowar mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak the information. Next, they wanted me to bring the people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amjala. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! It's good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even see a fraction of what the Amjala pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Not you again. Were you the one who was leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Juliana, be a dear and take word of these thrones to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our firm's most priority is to rescue them. Right, before I do anything else, I'm re-equipping my gear. Look at that, plus 89, plus 86. Get back on, good lord. Oh, right, that's better. Right, so we need to get back to the Waking Sands, and the easiest way to do that is to pay 320 gil. Those kind of quests are where it'd be nice if you could have like a cosmetic equip only, so you don't have to turn down all your stats. You're like a really temporary change. Like, for example, in Trials in the Sky first chapter, in the remake, you have to very quickly at one point wear a disguise, but it does nothing to your stats. It doesn't take away any of your equipment. You just literally put the costume on. That's something this game could do to put in place. Ooh, a few weird ghosting effects on my name now when I ran down. So this game does have moments where the graphical quality is suspect. I mean, you can see all the shimmering of the assets in the future here. If you know where my mouse pointer is, you can see where the assets are starting to shimmer very badly. And you definitely notice it with some of the shadows as well on the sides here. But again, It's an MMO, which means it's designed to be played on multiple platforms all at once, and it's an old game. The very first form of FF14 came out in 2010, for example. So it's not exactly like there, for example. That is a pathetic shadow effect. Look at the shimmer on that. But on the flip side, I still like the fact that it is there. I like the fact they've included it. So now we're almost there. We just got to get down to the next layer. This is how people play this game. You see them jumping around like this for no reason. I don't think it speeds you up. Although it is funny doing stupid stuff like that. It's a game. You can do your ways and normally you wouldn't do. Who's here to judge you? Apart from the other MMO players. And most of the time all we do is go, yeah, it's fine. Right, okay. I'm at the Waking Sands, but I don't see her. Oh, now it's opened. The prompt wasn't there to go into the Waking Sands. I thought, this is definitely the place. The answer to that was the prompt did not appear. Check out all the loading screens, people.
Welcome back, Juliana. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amjala know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not be willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done.
Okay, so that looks like it's a different quest. We'll accept it, but we probably won't start it.
Though we seek a perfectly peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. But you might take to the field suitably prepared. I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Fanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear.
Yeah, indeed. That's where we need to go next. However, that is the next time we play, because we're going to wrap things up there for now. So, until next time, thank you all very, very much for watching. And first impressions do matter, because that merchant was a twat the moment I saw him.